Oh my God! Yeah, Cesar.
Right beach. Quick one.
One more time for Cesar Hernandez and Lana on keyboards. All right. All right. All right. Wait till you hear the full ensemble that they got first. But my name is Ivan Salinas. I'm the programs coordinator here at Beyond Baroque. Thank you. Just wanted to welcome you all to this special evening of Obscenely Poetic, fusion of poetry and jazz. I see a lot of some familiar faces, but also a lot of new space. We're a nonprofit arts organization dedicated to the language. We offer poetry readings, also talks with between authors and workshops, and we also have a gallery exhibition upstairs. And this space has been here since 1968. Physically, in this place, it's actually been 7. This is the original Venice City Hall building, and it's a historic place, almost a century, or more than a century. But it was taken over by poets, by artists, and around 1977, and its place founded by George Dory Smith, a lot of beat poets of SoCal, taken residency in space. So it's really an honor to continue that legacy and have a show like the witnessing tonight. And just want to thank you all because you could have been anywhere, but you chose to be here. Really, gracias. Yeah. So, don't want to delay too many things. Do want to give a land acknowledgement. We are in unceded territory of the Gabrielino tongue of peoples. We acknowledge the wrong done to indigenous communities through colonialism, genocidal practices. But as an arts organization, we are committed to bringing indigenous communities and art and work, and we recognize that they are present with us. I mean, we do have of all our artists tonight, we have books for sale, some merch for sale as well. So please visit the bookstore right after show is done, and please hang out after a while and talk to the artists, and yeah, just be present with us. So you heard a little bit of jazz. Now we can jump into some readings. Just one last shout out to our tech crew in the booth, Dan and Eric, and to Quentin, our bookstore staff, Jenna, and Jessica, that make this night possible. So we'll now go into some poetry, and our first poet of the night is someone I've met this past year, working at Stories Books and Cafe. But I actually met her through her poetry. Just the fact that this person had a book titled "Smell the Smoke," and I'm a stoner, and I'm kind of like all into just living it up like that. And I'm glad that it's legal now, so pros and cons there. But I was like, that title is intriguing as hell. And when I found out that there's also photography involved in the project, it was inspiring, and I wanted to read that person's poetry right away. So this is the second time we're hosting Tori Gesualdo in the space, but yeah, it's a completely different energy. So it's gonna be awesome. Tori is an LA-based poet and bookseller. Her poems are an effort at catharsis and recollection of her personal responsibility to her own healing and the healing of the collective. She can be found at Stories in Echo Park, coaching her friends to read anti-capitalist literature. Please welcome Tori Gesualdo.
Thank you. I'm so honored to be here in front of such a lovely crowd. Your Thank God It's Friday has been spent in empire. Every single second from the moment that your alarm went off, you went and you got your coffee this morning from some lovely barista like myself, you know, your plug, it's been empire. You walked out, you had a parking ticket on your car, it's been a bad day, it's been empire. You've been governed, you've been told that your whole ethos, your whole personality can fit inside of a slot, birth to death. There's a number involved with you. Poetry is a step outside of this. Every single bit of this poetry is outside of empire. We are in a land of our own. This room is a land of our own. We are going to dream thoughts that we dream every day, every second, and we're going to speak to them now, and we're going to speak to power. Today's a pretty special day. It's a trans day of visibility. A lot of my friends are trans and non-binary people. And the world that we're living in today, it's a dangerous world for trans folks out here. Not everybody is free to be. And yet still people go on righteously forward, becoming who it is that they are and being who it is that they are. We're going to celebrate trans people today. And we're going to kick it off with a poem that's in memoriam of a friend of mine who is trans, a trans brother that's died, named Kevin. It's called He's Good, but He's Way Over There. This was my roommate in a queer co-op that I lived in South Central. We would make food for each other. We would have some quinoa in the fridge. We'd have rice in the rice cooker. We'd make fried eggs. We would drink beer to get rid of the hangover from the night before, and we'd sit on the porch and we'd talk to each other, and we'd be each other's parents. And we'd be each other's children. And I love this man so much. And he's good, but he's way over there. So anyone could suspect him of doing otherwise. I understand the urge to catastrophize. I go back over there fast if you might be dying. Now I know that when you die, they leave your body alone, but then they come for your soul and they poke it with sticks like, are you okay? Okay. What do you say? Like, I'm good. I'm just way over there. Like when I did salvia and said, I'm good. I'm just like at a whole other party and I can see it. I can see this party of people, toast in hand, just saying, we're good. We're just way over here. Absent from the body, present with the Lord stranger. A stranger wrote that in Sharpie on your memoriam. You're absent from fresh out the shower, a towel tied at your waist now, no scars. You're absent from the porch with your 40. You're absent from your roadside memorial. You're present with that good. You're present with that way over there. And Kevin, did we go to the beach together ever? Like, can you help me remember your laugh when it's really going and how you'd say my name? You'd say, doing good, T, doing good. I can hear it. The wind is spinning the pinwheel on your grave and you're not here. Your girlfriend is red-cheeked and soothed in someone's arms, and she's not there. Dad's in jail, and he's not there. And the pretty goth girls from your funeral are doing their hair, and they're not there. And we're all with your bong sitting on the front porch stair, and you're not there. You're doing good, T. You're doing good. He's not in his picture. He's not in a white suit. He's not with the roadside memorial. He's absent from that good. He's present with that good. It's all the same. He's in the smoke and he's good. And I'm here. Yeah, I'm still here. So, yeah. This poem used the word faggot, and that's why it's a segue. It's called Are We Having Dreams? And someone pointed it out to me. They said, do you really think that somebody that despises you is going to be in the audience when you read this? And I kind of said, like, I don't know. Like, but did Amiri Baraka think that a white person was going to be in the audience when he said all that stuff that he said, you know? This poem is for all of us because we are filled with hatred. It's okay. We despise people. And you know why? Because I don't think that it's incidental that any of us suffer out here. I don't think that it's an accident. I think that there's people out here with real malice, and I want that to settle in for us all. There are people out here that do not want to see us do well. They do not want to see our dreams come true. So are we having dreams? Or are we bullet biting? Why say it if not with your chest? I'm having dreams. I'm not bullet biting. I'm discharged from a scintillation of constellating and crowning joy. Are we only us because they despise us? Are they who despises us? Say it with your chest, bite the bullet. You're the one that despises us, that you only see porn when you look upon me and my faggoty dreams. You are the aim of my weaponized, scintillating constellation of crowning joy. And so I ask you, are we the dancing queen? Are we utter euphoria doing the dummy on every perfect dick? Are you having dreams like I'm having dreams, wide-eyed and walking across the dance floor with intentions to touch? Are we not Dionysian deities just wearing our eyeliner? Say it with our chest. We're idiot Dionysian deities, inexplicably perfect as we carry our devastation like a bowl of water on our head. And we're not bullet biters. No, we're not bullet biters because we still have dreams. And we won't stumble down just to feel the cold relief of our own utter devastation because we need our water. Say it with your chest that you need your water. We are the dancing queen. We are body bowing gently to and fro as we walk into the daylight with our precious water. We are discharged from a scintillating constellation of crowning joy. And you despise us? Anyway. And it's not just us that they despise. This is not a new thing. They despised your mom. They despised your dad. They despised your grandparents. They despised your grandparents. They did not want to see any of us win. And I swear to God, like, I think every day about like what it is that I'm doing in this walk. And I'm hoping that I'm somehow healing some kind of ancestral line, you know, that idea of like it all stops with us. And I have this question, I'm like, can I do it? Like, can I heal me? Because I know that if I can heal me, that I'm not just healing me, that I'm healing an entire bloodline. This grandmother that I'm speaking to is a grandmother that I didn't have the privilege to know. My biological grandmother surrendered my mom to be adopted. My mom was like a crack baby born in the 70s, and we got moved away from our bloodline. My Mima and Papa are white preacher people in upstate New York that gave us our way into the world. But when I'm asking, can I heal you, grandmother, I'm not talking about Mima Nancy. I'm talking about this lady that I don't know. Can I heal you, grandmother? Can I make wine of what soured? All your fruit, sweet and rotten, if not by them devoured. Is the blush of my chest the spoils of our ancestors' wealth? Will you heal too, grandmother, if I can heal myself? And this girl that I love, does she seem familiar to you? Did your love ascend with you like the morning steals the dew? And when our love greases our hair and our sweat is saccharine and good health, am I healing you, grandmother, while I heal myself? I'm gonna get straight into it. This one's called I'm in an exhibition of my mother's suffering. It's in Smell the Smoke, which Yvonne mentioned. And it's probably not a surprising title for the number of people that I ambushed asking for a cigarette outside of the venue. And I still have no cigarettes. So if you like my poetry and you have cigarettes, this is still empire, and I will accept a barter for my efforts here. Yeah. Hell yeah. Cough it up. Who's got a cigarette? Come on. No. I'm just playing. I'm in an exhibition of my mother's suffering. This is our history museum. They're looping blown candles from a childhood birthday, singing starfish and coffee, maple syrup jam. A plaque to the left, one it's seldom read, reads, 84, the first birthday Heidi wished she was dead. There's a note from her biological mother that wasn't left on her file, and then Mima and Papa with their mall photo smile, the certificate of adoption, a chemical diagram of the unique neurotoxin that distorts a fetal mind when a mother takes drugs, and a picture of the nurse that stood in and gave my mother her hugs in those critical months where her infant brain first heard music and laughter and pitter of rain. I walk slow and deliberate in my unnatural museum, and I look intently when I want to, and I look away when I can. For a moment, it's like an exhibition of my mother's loving. It's like a big art museum, and there's phone calls, letters, and early morning whispers of lovers who half gave a damn, and a plaque to the left, when it's seldom read, has a write-up of all the romantic things that they've said, next to photos of all the food by her hand they've been fed, every backseat and love seat, and hillside and bed, and a record player that plays Billy's version of You Go to My Head. That's plugged into a wall that shares electricity with the lamp that she threw, and there's blood like a sparkling sip of her burgundy brew. And I move closer and closer to an end, my unknowing, and I'm barefoot, and I'm naked, and a cold wind is blowing. And all around is the scent, the milk from her breast, all around me, the beating and the heaves of her chest, all around me, my crying and a nursery rhyme, all around me, hopes, dreams, and urgency, our fears, all around me, a steady rain of both of our tears. And that's how I stay in the museum for about 27 years. That's how I stay in the museum, so I can be seen by its seers. And you watch us. You watch me and this beast that I guess I'm meant to tame. And we go, blow for blow, from inside of my frame. Where am I at time-wise? More pieces? Okay, cool. Well, we know what those must be. Got 2 pieces for y'all. This one's called, I swear to God, if the next man that touches me does so without any soul in it. Whoever that was, I know that you fucking feel me. And that's the revolution that I think that we actually need. That's the sexual revolution that it really should be all about. Is if the next man that touches me does so without any soul in it. What an affecting denial. You live under the stars, never seeing them. The wind grazes me and I become taut. I am open-mouthed, but I'm breathing through a hole in a vacuum seal. I'm in a head-to-toe latex vacuum seal between myself and sensation, and I'm so close to the veil. I'm like one latex skin away from the veil, and if the next man that touches me could just do so with some soul in it, so that I could come like Saul back to God with the latex fallen from my eyes to see these many stars. What doubt could there be that no 1 second will ever culminate to more than when your soul rushed to your mouth and your mouth rushed to my open hand? This is the incantation by which we draw oil out from water. We graze each other with our own winds. We become taut. We are so close to the veil. We are one another's own skin away from the veil, head to toe, just barely something other than one another, incantating the water to be oil and the oil to be oil, the water to be oil, to stay oil, for the water to be the oil and for the oil to stay oil and for the pan to stay hot. so that we can hit the blackened pan of the sky and burn like those stars. Why? Why do any of us play like we don't know what we love at the end of the day? I'm going to ask you that again. Why do any of us play like we do not know who we love? At the end of the day, there is a temporal reality sieve sorting what will and won't be remembered, and I swear to God, if the next man that touches me does so without any soul in it, I will issue them a denial, and I will pine for you. I got one more. Where is it? It's called What I Would Say to God If I Didn't Suspect That He Was in a Coma After a Failed Attempt at Suicide. Let me say it again. What I would say to God if I didn't suspect that he is in a coma after a failed attempt at suicide. I'd say mercy, 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 mercy. My God, like seriously, fuck you. Just take down Babylon. The tower, dude, the tower, the tower, the tower, the tower. Make me feel some world-ending flood. Make me awash with this so-called biblical mercy, 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 mercy. My God, like when the waterfall fell so coldly, so sharply that it set me for once alive, like, dude, everyone that you love is in an electric room crying. Why? Everyone you love is in an electric room crying. You see us, right? You see us in our electric room crying for mercy. For mercy. Kiss me, kiss me, kiss me, kiss me. Oh, you beautiful bastard. God, I hope that you live. Thank you so much. Thank you to Beyond Baroque. We're going to have a really beautiful night here. I've been so honored to be here. Thank you.
Tori Gesualdo, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Tori. All your words are powerful. And every night that I get to hear you, it's just always an experience. And thank you. Thank you so much for existing. Our next performer of the evening, really stoked to also present this poet, musician, artist, someone I also kind of met through just their text. And Rhys wrote a rap language textbook that released in like 2020. By the time I got a hold of it, this dude was moving on into like 3 other projects, and now those are out, and he's already in a completely different mindset. So to keep up with everything he's doing is, it's exciting and kind of thrilling to just to like see it grow. And even though Rhys is most of the time, well, you know, he'll be messing with the SP404 here, but I think we'll get to see a side of him tonight that probably not a lot of people have experienced in many of the shows that he throws or that he's a part of. Rhys Langston is a musician, visual artist, and writer, born, raised, and based in Los Angeles, California. Publications such as the New York Times, the LA Times, Afropunk, LA Weekly, Stereo Gum, and Spin have praised his multimedia efforts. Notable projects include 2020's dissertation and musical album Language Arts Unit, a rap textbook, and 2022's Grapefruit Radio, which melded his outer rap, visual art, and absurdist prose. Ever composing and plotting between disciplines, he remains the poet laureate of his living room and has a higher vertical leap than your favorite rapper. Welcome. Welcome, Rhys.
Thank you, my friend. Let's get a taste real quick of this. Get a taste of this reed right now. Realize a lot of them are made from sugarcane, and that's really messed up. I think all the people who died to propagate that crop in this land. You know what I'm saying? See if I can get some.
Mr. Langston.
Oh, there we go. Okay, we're good. Good. So I'm gonna set a timer. I believe 20 minutes. That's still correct. Ish. Okay. That's what I do. Cause we rambling, and it keeps me on track. Excuse me. Share some poems. I'm like slightly nervous because I don't know. This is just really cool. Very different for me. I wrote this piece after receiving my fifth rejection letter from an MFA program. So I just decided to juxtapose it to some found music. The omniscient narrator's Bluetooth speaker blares its toxin. Confirmation bias is oil drilling with an MFA. The present tense is a rejection letter with a land acknowledgement, an award ceremony, currently selling ad space in the imaginations of the unborn. The price of futures is down for preschoolers' hospice care. Descendants of Europe continue to demand a recount, unsatisfied at their half millennium of convenience. The editors cannot look at your manuscript. They are busy recruiting youth poets to cantilever sagging empires, actors with 3% muscle fat, self-taping pitches to send teenagers into foxholes, soft drinks for Black lives, footlockers for Portuguese barbers. Wait for it. The boardroom applauds as it ordains its first non-binary prison warden. A speech that follows, written in rhyme by Lin-Manuel Miranda, assuages the last quirk of guilt in the known universe. Disassembly required of royal we, conscience not included in homebound biodiversity, though stuck it seems here in enmity. Device disconnects from zeitgeist. So yeah, I was just like, I just been really stressed out. I haven't been able to. I haven't been able to prep for tonight, so I spent like 2 hours today just figuring out the craziest things I could do. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was definitely, and the land acknowledgement thing too. You know, I mean, it was just speaking to the absurdity of the moment. Though the attack helicopter joke was actually originally had a different context because it was delivered by a trans person, I believe, and then it was used by reactionary people. So I think it's all interesting how, yeah, perhaps someone who is cis can misinterpret things, and dialogue being open is very important. And sometimes rage being open too, you know what I mean? Like, open up that rage for real. That's kind of what this is about.
Continue.
Shall I? So I got drunk one day and played on my MPC and played some clarinet, played some guitar, played some bass. And I found this poem that I was writing when I was like half asleep. I lulled myself into half asleep moments consecutively to write this, and it seemed apt to, deliver it on another frontier of consciousness, neurotoxin that I imbibed. All right, we'll see. Jesus. See how this works. Okay. Political divides about pet food without thrills of restricted speech, so all opinions matter nothing. Equally so soon, the conversation will be open to parents and groups not benefited esoterica. Says kitchen tail of gate myths the environment runs upon. Two reproductive oscillators in full bloom hair and makeup, browbeat with categorical disparities. The stanchions themselves are ticketed once you enter. Deep-seated arena echoing scrimmage hatreds, stalactite capitalized nosebleeding truth. From the genus and kingdom, pious billionaires guilt poverty. To redress history's headdress when the mother pushes the father, faints the child, crowns cool, dropping the head. Many times no lesson but crying over short order volume, shy fine print ballot magnified and quelled indoors, simplified on local news, shivering out deli meat. This granulated daycare parses age for moment. Celebrity gouache portrait vanishes points, varnishing edges of discourse. Fast food, academic journal, waistline outstretched, dead tongue EMT around the clock, blaring essential worker status at patrons, deaf charity that is clinging to two-tone dogfighting. When the demand should be open air, outside the canopy, smelling salt and licking the wounds. Making cower bad posture, the shadow on the wall, facsimile, exotic nature, not as forgotten as intended, endangered, preserved, would have believed, if not nerve and condensing protest. Oh shit. This fatigues all-nighters, boring holes across continents defined by Department of Justice kitsch, fleeing ascetic vigilantes on shame's opposite color bar, hands smoothing over this railing. We should exit Kane the slip mat. Tailor curtains away from glass mortgages. Promissory vocal pedals not allowed paper and ink. Institutions of hegemonic pronouns then asked to define their antecedents in objectivity, using only one subject and 3 to 4 predicates, limit the only punctuation. Cross-dissolve of it does not result in focus. Atomized specificity and high aspect numerators by uncommon, non-denominational convictions and time-sensitive application history routing network can nutrition. The chips, more perishable than we imagined. Decay will tense up, teasing modern critique, press conference haunches, gyrating motion, diamond table, cutting through diamond loopholes to cancel out elemental life at its hardest, so keep emergency good. The relative supply of potentially astringent infinity. Thank forbearers of mishap that gave negations for us to remember. Forward integers clarifying blurred variables in this algebra. To substitute blood. I'm just trying it out. I'm sorry. It's a pain in my chest. It's a pain in my chest. Chest. Try to get it checked out. It seems to flare up when I'm on stage. No, I was reading on a WebMD. I heard it's a symptom of star power. Okay. But actually, for some reason, I have they have like not even butterflies. I'm writing a biopic. Biopic. Which one is it? Biopic? That's myopic. I'm writing a biopic about those seagulls flying above the strip mall on Washington and 10th Avenue. the tale of their easterly maroon in a Superior's grocer's inlet. On the silver screen, advertised behind the bus stop glass, based on the true story of exiting the post office to hear the clarion of their payload splattering my window, my gaze up just in time to outline one scene. Golf claps, you know what I'm saying? I'm just, I don't ever get to read my poems really like that. I get to rap them a lot. And there is definitely a hierarchy of poetry in my mind that I need to abolish. All right, let's see if I can warm up. I started playing this in June. I was with my grandfather. I don't want to play the clarinet. We got one in the closet. And so I had to start playing. Really fortunate that I had, I had to live up, you know what I mean? I had to live up. Yeah. All right. Oh. Star power is killing me. Especially when you're asked to define life. You stand for something, god damn it.
Mr. Langston.
Bonus stage.
All right. Man, we're like, like the intersection of like game culture and literature and like, it's like underexplored, and it's really important. Okay. Oh, there's where this one is. Okay.
Bonus stage.
Damn it, wrong pad. I'm so sorry. That actually was the wrong one. Before I start this one, let me see how I'm doing on time. Cut that last one. Okay, I think I got two more. One was gonna be longer. I wrote like a 6-part poem called "Vanishing Anecdote as Venetian Blinds." And it's kind of like abstracting a lot of things that happened in my life that I have yet to figure out how to talk. That's maybe CPD, CPSD, trying to force yourself to, forcing yourself to have amnesia about certain things, or might be just not having the language for it. But this is the first little part of it with the musical accompaniment. The genuine. great blinders of depressive speed sunk in. This is a comma between motivation and... This is where the independent clause chastises the Svengali with rose petals on their romantic tradition. All early century thinkers patch up oil leaks, move transmissions of narrative as pathogen, break 10-year-old arms trying to kickflip, televise comedy specials to child services. Truthfully, I never caught happiness in the outfield. I cut technique on diamonds and passed for competitive, was molested by the idea of adult or accountability as something other than memory. I hung off regulation in the 7th grade without a ball. Only went to one school dance, working on my form, laughing to Hurricane Chris on darkened hardwood. On death row, I got to listen to one podcast, call 3 horse races, and place a bet on the duration of foreign aid while I died at home. Reborn with a fondness for press junket house arrest, I became a temporarily embarrassed pop star, chasing representational objects like the self. Dial-up vicissitude ratcheted my patience, and now things load too fast. Gratification tape echoes this American hemisphere. The first squeak was unintentional. The second one was intentional. It's jazz, man. Yeah. So, I provided a buffer for the banter and my buffoonery. Therefore, not bite anymore. One more. So this one's more of a rap number, and good friend Yvonne right here. He named the event after the first song of Grapefruit Radio. It's crazy. Obscenely Poetic. So we'll see how obscenely I can rap this. I'm gonna turn it down. We'll see. Shouts out to the sound guys in the back. Doing something different. Having a rapper on stage. Yeah. Super cool, yo. West Side. Alright. For real though, West Side, straight up. Alright, yeah. Alright. We're on the West Side. Okay. Kamiyunka beside the library tower. Historical figures on a suspension bridge. Literary references reneged postmodernist glower. Harriet Mullen on the internet doing readings. Walking around Los Angeles with Japanese syllables and every transplant is an organ donor. Keepsakes insofar as championing begonias and Chelsea boots and redress malfeasances wont to. So finish the action or declaim the stanza. While asking my opinions on the latest cyborg minstrelsy, I only hear Peter Frampton and Fermat's theorem drinking Fernet to drown these pillory norms. It's infinitesimal underground parochial hobnob circle jerk purist hierarchical porn. Rather lose me on my process than Santi Ali bestow fake watches with the timer wound. So I'll say breath of braiding and dressing down. I will no longer dress down. I will do it no more because I pervade the obscenely poetic in and of itself. Kamiyunka makes collages of deconstructionist paper for friends' labor, turns it extroverted, tucks into the night bedside, reads at Hegel. Black identity, trapeze artist, balance of bagels, capers, augments corporality and scales minor and major. Intervals, quad flavors, Bermuda's refusing sexual favors. You know, not because chastity is a virtue, it's just preference. The way stuffing is dressing, the eventide is an invitation to one's own beheading on the internet. Neurons have, then the speakers seem to be listening, as poetry is cancelled as a dead fad. Literally a runoff elective as digital recall takes of trains of thought to a time after brown-bound hands. Joe Spikes in red clay across continents writes a self-congratulatory high-yellow Carl Chessman. Led into his grad program on emissions of guilt, possessing 45 limericks and 5 long rifle weapons. You know, not that violence is a sole solution, but it is part of praxis. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, like, hey. And now you see why it's obscene for me to be expressing my thoughts so freely. I should be tied up and held down, but no one will do that. Thank you, that's my time. A rip-roaring good time at the ye old Beyond Baroque. On to the future, Beyond Baroque forever. Yes, Black surrealism matters. Oh, right on, one more time for Rhys Langston, please. Yeah. Like he said, Obscenely Poetic, named after the first track off Grapefruit Radio. Have that. Also in book format, and once you get that, you can also listen to audio. All of the lyrics in there. And we tried making this happen a month ago, and the rain just fucking didn't let us. So we're here, safe and sound, and with an even bigger turnout. Yeah, man. Just also thank you for inspiring the energy of this event. Lamer Park is in the house. Right on. So not only do we got Rhys, but our next spoken word genius, our next spoken word poet, is the griot, and the new griot, and he has a message for us tonight. Really excited to also welcome back this poet, and it's the first time that I'll hear him perform in live and in flesh. So really excited to welcome A.K. Toney. He's a writer and educator. Currently is a literacy coordinator, artist, teacher, owner of Reading as. Though Toney has yet to publish a full volume of poetry, he's currently working on his first book and album chronicling his life as a poet in the area in Los Angeles. As a griot, Toney has learned the art of storytelling while playing percussion instruments. He often deeply immerses himself into rhythms of and jazz from a modern urban perspective. AK follows the role of the griot, singing and playing the message, loving, respecting. Welcome, Toney.
remember when I got my first job working for government. Say the government. And can you guys hear me? So I had hired interns, writers. Trans, and she died probably like last year, and I'm kind of glad that she did die because I don't think she would be happy about what's going on. But she is a woman in my eyes, so I'm gonna say homage to her. We're gonna bring in the ancestors. I'm gonna talk about women tonight. I'm gonna give homage to women. Give yourselves a hand. And I need you to know that these 4 women that I'm going to talk about, the poetry scene would not be what it is today if it wasn't for them. So if you want to ask me about them, if you listen to the poems, you'll know who they are. But very important that we bring the ancestors in. And the first woman I'm going to talk about is Yvonne de la Vega. 3 of these poets that I'm going to talk about, they knew each other, and they all came through here. They were here at Beyond Baroque, and Ashe, they've ascended, and they left us with a tremendous scene as far as poetry. So this is for the vessel of Yvonne de la Vega. Yvonne de la Vega is a vessel of proof, value volumes of truth, vital liberty fruit. Guys hear me? Can? Okay. Yvonne de la Vega is a vessel of proof, value volumes of truth, vital liberty fruit. Yvonne de la Vega is a vessel of proof, value volumes of truth, vital liberty fruit. Yvonne de la Vega is a vessel of truth, 100 proof, ferment fresh, vital liberty fruit. Yvonne de la Vega is a vessel of proof, value volumes of truth, vital liberty fruit. Before she even knew me, she was my hope for poetry. Light and sound guiding me. Herb Alpert didn't know how to hang with she. Before we came through in 1992, before we made the scene in 93, she was making an industry for poetry. Somewhere in the ether before it became she. She betrothed herself to jazz. A woodwind sax named Zane. She managed his music in the late night meantime game before he bebopped to another plane. Explaining her to her own son and daughter about the star of word and song. became protege guitarist. When daughter became photographer of porn. She, from a poet's womb, she blended the two, as she, an ancestor, do. Yvonne de la Vega is a vessel of truth, value volumes of truth, vital liberty fruit. Yvonne de la Vega is a vessel of truth, 100 proof, firm and fresh, vital liberty fruit. Seeing you as pioneer forerunner of little brown girls' dreams, of what poetry is and should be. Seeing your influencement on me when you were the first poet on MTV. Music television, y'all. Bring out the sound of what griots see. Feelings of honor from thee. Felt your vibration become another verse. Unimagined word, fine rehearsed. She was the beauty of the curse from the first. Before we all made the scene, from Jump Street, she was on the video screen, mainstream. She is my hope for poetry. Yvonne de la Vega is a vessel of proof, value volumes of truth, vital liberty fruit. Yvonne de la Vega is a vessel of proof, value volumes of truth, vital liberty fruit. Yvonne de la Vega is a vessel of truth, 100 proof, firm and fresh, vital liberty fruit. Yvonne de la Vega is a vessel of proof, value volume truth, vital liberty fruit. Ashe. Yeah, she was the first poet on MTV, and that was like probably like 1999. So a lot for poetry. This next poet that I'm going to talk about is Marilyn Murphy. Essay, you know. Marilyn Murphy, before the internet, there was no way for poets to take across them. And Zoom or so she had this thing called show or program called Telepoet. And the way poets communicated before the internet was satellite. So we would be here, poetry, they'd be filming it via satellite. Someone else would be poetry over in Tokyo, Japan. They would be having their open mic simultaneously as us. Okay. So now you seeing how the poetry about all this stuff. Maryland. galaxy. Telepoetic satellite universe. Was 13 in line for miracles, unknown amongst most men, but mean if you knew Merlin. You don't know Murphy's Law till you heard her sapphire. M rode a hump many years. She hit them unfiltered humps for many a day and night. She shared her camel and I rode a hump, but coughed because I couldn't ride too much. Seeing you as photo on wall, as world stage woman, seeing you as satellite beyond space and time, seeing you as scarred with that gas funk of glow, seeing you as faraway ancestor with horns as your Evo. M was international. Every tongue felt, never heard. Words of motion. I said words. Verbs are becoming musical words. M put the palette on pale blankness. M was upside down all woman. Mass sparkles from the galaxy. Telepoetic satellite universe. M put the communication in .com. She makes humanity out of color. She make us hear our own feelings, like video screen glaring with greeting. M make us mean passion and caring. M made us telepoetic beings through sharing. Mass sparkles from the galaxy. Telepoetic satellite universe. This next piece, I'm pretty sure you've heard of this poet. Art. This next poem is dedicated to Wanda Coleman. Wanda Coleman. Come on, give it up. Yes, give it up. Now, Wanda Coleman has, there's a library named after her at the Ascot Library called the Wanda Coleman. And what you don't know about Wanda Coleman is she's infamously known for writing a book review about Maya Angelou. And it wasn't a good review. So, when she wrote this review, other critics jumped on her back. And somehow, some way, they blacklisted her. That didn't stop Wanda Coleman. So just know that Wanda Coleman is our blues woman. She's our female version of the Watts Prophets. She is a one-woman workshop that the Watts Writers Workshop was. She was doing it all by herself, and she wasn't getting a lot of publicity. She wasn't getting a lot of fame, but I'm going to tell you something. She had enough fame to put me on the radio before I became a published poet, before I started performing, before I was even known. She put me on the radio. So she had a poetry show called Poetry Connection on KPFK. So this is called Wanda's Woeing. So we're going to get into the piece. wonder. I hear a woman wooing. I hear the women wooing. They don't know want a woman. They don't know truth, fruit from root. They can't feel Renaissance woman. They bias to interracial love seeds of melodies loop. Yeah, black woman married to white Jewish man. Wicked enchantment, wicked enchantment. Wicked enchantment, wicked enchantment, wicked enchantment. Wicked enchantment, wicked enchantment, wicked enchantment. I ain't your earth mama. 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 Wonder. I hear you wooing, woman. I hear the women wooing. Wonder. I am a woman wooing. I am the wooing women. Wicked enchantment, wicked enchantment, wicked enchantment, wicked enchantment, wicked enchantment, wicked enchantment. This is my last piece. This is dedicated to Sarah Webster Fabio. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of her, but she's known as the mother of Black studies. If you don't know about her, look her up on Spotify. She died in the 1980s. And she was the one that spearheaded the Black Studies program at UC Berkeley. So I didn't get a chance to meet her, and I found out about her a couple of years ago. And I'm very sad that I only found out who she was. But to me, in my given opinion, and this is just one person's opinion, and I love Kamau. Kamau is my mentor, but she's better than Kamau. She's better than Gil Scott-Heron. Yes. She only made 4 albums, but if you hear her on Spotify, you'll get what I'm talking about, and you'll wonder why she was unknown. Sarah Webster Fabio. So this is called For the Mother of Black Studies. not forget yourself. Prophet Fabio. Miss you and never met you. How you become the mother of black studies? How you speak like whisper and make that nigga shake out? How you make us never know that word ever come from our tongue? She tells me you got to slap back time and find yourself. Steal what you can and use every last little bit of it. Use your blues, jazz, soul, bebop, hip-hop, classical Africa to let the people know where it come from. Grab your licking stick and cook up something wow on what they know about Folkways Records. Juju, alchemy of the blues, juke joint sounds, that verb, funkadelic, Starship, Chitlin Circuit Street. She was our Betty Davis of poets. Our infiltration of penetration. Slipped in real cool. So slick and wet, so others couldn't touch her. And if they did, they got wet and slick. And then she was just there. I would be for you, rain. I would be for you, rain. Prophet Fabio. Miss you and never met you. Better not miss yourself. Better not forget yourself. She the rain of all those who have forgotten, never acknowledged, never known about black worlds or dialogue between two messengers of peace. Prophet Fabio, miss you and never met you. Better not miss yourself. Better not forget yourself. We miss you, Rio Fabio, and never knew the voodoo you do. How you kept the souls of Louis Armstrong, Ray Charles, Malcolm X, Dr. Martin Luther King, Margaret Walker, and Langston Hughes inside yourself. Gave us although you the mother of black studies. Better not forget yourself. Prophet Fabio, miss you and never mention, although you the mother of black studies. Better not miss yourself. Better not forget yourself. Better not miss yourself. Better not forget yourself. Sarah Weston Fabio, miss you and never mention, although you the mother of black studies. Better not miss yourself. Better not forget yourself. Better not miss yourself. Better not forget yourself. Prophet Fabio. Thank you. My latest album, Neo Griot and the Afrocentric Prince, is on vinyl and it's in the bookstore. So talk to me later or go in there and you can ask me more questions. Thank you very much. Thank you, Yvonne. Thank you, Sound Men.
Just need a few minutes to set up the jam. Oh, 2 minutes. Be back.
Put that as your ringtone. Yes.
I'm gonna let her know.
Yeah, I'll go look her up.
Can we step up there?
Yes. Revisit our drinks that we left.
Oh, gosh. I got some stuff.
Oh, what?
Yeah, when I went to the wrong address the first time.
Oh my god, you're so bad.
The first time, there was this great little candy seed, like a sweet bread cake.
Ooh, fun. Oh, okay, yeah. Cesar!
you guys made an album.
Do you have the thing from the box? For the
Adapted and
yeah.
went in the direct box. It could be down there, or maybe.
I didn't.
It's happening. No lab.
No laugh.
No laughing.
No love.
not. He's in front of it.
Working here, I was like, the first thing I had in mind was like, we need to just play jazz in this theater, and I think we made it happen. But now we got a live band and everything, so thank you.
Yeah.
Let's get the show going, and the Cesar Hernandez Quintet, one of the six that's well played. Take it on.
Thank you. That's Cielo Rojo. Thank you so much. I got some more. Just trying to keep it down.
With each new dawn, sun is giving the breath of day, warms the cold from night, and hugs softly o'er the sea. drops its curtain, making certain your loneliness draws the shroud of gloom that leaves you in your lonely pensiveness.
Just a couple words before Nigel goes off here, but that's my own vocal. Keelan Walters on. Thanks. Keenan Walters again on the guitar. Nigel Fragoso at the beginning there. Gavin Harris laying it down on the drums. Lana Drinchich on the keys over here on the DX7. We got one more for you. Cesar Hernandez.
Burning desire to push through the day, it's down to the wire. Spill out your guts, afraid to lose control. My heart's a liar. No way of giving up at all the cost of making up my stars.
Can I just say I'm really touched by the poetry here tonight, by all the people here. You're all very gracious with your time, and it's a privilege to play with my friends here. To have so many loving friends out here as well. So much. There's more coming. This is our year. I don't know what to say else, but more than words can express for sure. So thank you again to Ivan. Thank you again, Tori, Rhys. Thank you.
Bookstores open for for authors. Thank you all.